Everybody wants to talk about healing. Everybody wants to heal. But nobody tells you what that actually means. Healing isn't about becoming perfect, it's about becoming honest. And that right there is where most people get stuck. You see, perfection is external, it lives out there in someone else's opinion, someone else's standard, someone else's definition of who you should be. Honesty is internal, it lives in the places you don't always want to look. It lives in the parts of you that don't show up on camera. It lives in the places of your past that you still hesitate to name. Healing doesn't happen because you fixed everything. It happens because you finally started telling the truth. The truth about what hurt you. The truth about what shaped you. The truth about the versions of you that you're not proud of. And the truth about the things that you still carry quietly. Because you don't know where to put them yet. When I talk about healing, I'm not talking about becoming some enlightened, flawless, spiritually polished version of yourself. I'm talking about the version of you who stops pretending, the version who stops performing, the version that finally says, okay, this is where I really am. This is what I actually feel. And this is what's been sitting on my chest. That's what growth begins, not in perfection, in presence. Healing is messy, it's uncomfortable. It's waking up one morning thinking that you've got it all figured out, and the next morning feeling like you're back at square one. It's crying on a random Tuesday for reasons you can't explain. It's repeating patterns you swore you were done with this time, and then realizing that the repeat wasn't a failure, it was a lesson that you weren't ready to understand before. Healing isn't linear, it's cyclical. It loops, it revisits. It opens the same door again and again until you finally walk through it with new eyes. You're not healing when everything's peaceful, you are healing when the chaos doesn't control you the same way it once did. You are healing when you can tell the truth about yourself without falling apart. You are healing when you stop blaming everyone who hurt you and start choosing what happens next. You are healing when you finally learn to sit with your emotions instead of running away from them. And here's another part nobody talks about, not really. Healing doesn't make you softer, it makes you clearer. It makes you see yourself with honesty instead of shame. It makes you walk differently, not because you're trying to impress anybody, but because you finally know who you are without the mask. There's this moment in every healing journey where you look in a mirror and you realize that you're not chasing perfection anymore. You're chasing truth, your truth, the truth that belongs to your soul and not your ego. Healing is when you finally say, I don't need to be perfect to be worthy. I don't need to hide the parts of me that were hurt. I don't need to pretend that I never broke. I just need to show up as myself today. Because honesty and not perfection is what sets you free. Healing is not a destination, it's a relationship. It's a relationship with your own spirit. A relationship with the version of you who's been waiting to breathe again. So, if you're in that space right now, learning, unlearning, growing, stumbling, you're not failing, you're healing. And maybe, for the first time in your life, you're doing it honestly. If you made it to the end of this video, I am grateful for your time. I hope that you like, share, and that you subscribe if you find value in it. I'm just getting started in this journey, and your feedback would mean the world to me. And as always, thanks for watching.